EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, he's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Watch the twist.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 41 yards. And they are able to here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. D, get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Prescott. Going for the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit long.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach. Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This time Jackson will throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think...
They've got his man complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. for big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. Powell, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott